Searing meat is 100% about building flavor. It's the perfect way to get that crusty, caramelized surface on any piece of meat. Whether you're cooking a steak, you're searing meat for a stew, you're making a pot roast, doesn't matter. It builds more flavor than anything else, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. First up, you'll want to make sure that whatever meat you're planning to sear, you pull it out of the refrigerator a few minutes in advance. You don't want it to be cold when it hits the pan. Next, you want to make sure that it's completely dry. I like to take a paper towel and dab the surface to remove any sort of moisture, and then hit it with some kosher salt and some cracked black pepper. That really is all you need to establish great flavor. So now you'll want to heat your pan. You want to get it really hot so that you can feel the heat radiating from the bottom. And when it comes to the pan, you can use something like a traditional stainless steel skillet or a cast iron skillet, which gets smoking hot and is great for searing. Either will work. Then you'll add some oil. I like vegetable oil because it has a higher smoke point, just enough to evenly coat the bottom. Once you've done that, you can slowly add your piece of meat to the skillet and you'll hear that sizzle. That sizzle means flavor. You really are starting to develop that flavor. Now when it comes to being in the pan, you want to make sure that there's no overcrowding. You want your piece of meat to really have enough space to cook evenly. If you overcrowd it, it's going to reduce the temperature on the surface of the pan, and you definitely want to make sure nothing's touching sides. So give it the space that it needs to thrive. It's going to be so tempting to sneak a peek and see how it's looking on the bottom there, but resist the urge to mess with it. It will naturally release from the bottom of the pan once it's done, and that's when you know it's time to flip. Because I'm cooking a steak here, I'm gonna flip it after getting a beautiful caramelization on one side and transfer it to the oven to finish cooking. Once it comes out of the oven, you'll want to let it rest for just a bit before diving in. But you'll be so glad that you took the time to sear your piece of meat, to develop that beautiful, deep, dark, golden, crusty flavor, and set yourself up for a delicious meal.